What's going on, everybody? POA here, and today we're going to have the fun of going back to, well, OG Commander Legends. Still one of the coolest products ever made. And on this channel has had a long history of some of the highest highs and some of the lowest lows. So we're going to do a battle today. So, we're going to have 4 participants. These are a couple prize packs. I'm going to explain everything in a second here as I open everything up and start shuffling some packs and divvy some stuff out and do all that kind of stuff I got to do to start the video, because I got this to be a sealed box when I start this video, because this is pre-recorded content afterwards. Anyway, this is a battle. We've got 4 participants. Each one's going to get 6 packs out of this box. Everything in those packs belongs to them. We are going to add up the mana value of all of their rares and mythics, which there could be quite a few in this product. Whoever has the highest total and whoever has the lowest total will each win one of the Lost Caverns of Ixalan collector packs. So that's the game, okay? That's how we're playing the game. Whoever has the highest total and whoever has the lowest... Sorry, I just said that. In the event of a tie, whoever has the highest casting cost mythic will win. If that doesn't do it, whoever has the single highest casting cost rare will win. If that doesn't do it, we're going to roll dice. So, we got Chris, okay, Kazi, Heating Beef, okay, and Morgan. All right, good luck, everybody. We're going to do this in 3 rounds. So, the first round is going to be 3 packs a person. Chris, you are up first. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. So, commons. This set, of course, is kind of a banger, right? Even down to the commons, there's quite a few quite playable cards. Uncommons, there are, once again, some good playable uncommons, but there are a few uncommons that are actually hits. A couple of them are a little less hits, thanks to Commander Masters, but still. Spectator Seeding, and of course, you've got the enemy Crowdland cycle, and Spectator Seeding, I believe, is the most expensive of the bunch. So, Chris, that's a 0, but a nice hit. Felice is a uncommon. Halana, hey, a foil preordained. It's a good foil in a Commander Legends box. Huh, that's wild. That's a 0. I know not everybody loves it. I do like to do high-low because I kind of like 2 prizes going out. I think it's fun. But I know it's not everybody's cup of tea out there. All right, Monsters Onslaught, Nadir's Nightblade, Sakashima's Protege for a 6, Millions of Breaches for me, Amareth, that is an 11, nope, that's a 12, and a Kinsbale Courier, so a 12. So you went from a 0 in 1 pack to a 12 in 1 pack. That's very Commander Legends, isn't it? Lots of low and lots of high casting cost. That's kind of the set. And there is a lot of high casting cost. All right, Vow of Torment, Hunter's Insight. Then we got Meteor Golem. Apex friggin' Devastator to start us off on the Mythic train. Very nice hit, Chris. That is a 10. Okay. Breaches. Impulsive Pilferer, and a 10 with an Apex Dev. So you are at a 22. Nice hit with the Apex. What's Apex pushing right now? $18, $20, somewhere around there? All right. Kazi. And they'll probably let it keep climbing until it's got good reprint value, then use it as a bit of a chase mythic in a set. That would be my guess what they're going to do with it. That's a good guess. All right, Kazi. Vow of Flight, Kanji's Lieutenant, Kanji, Merchant Raiders, Armored Skyhunter for a 4, Kanji itself, Lysa, okay, so you are at a 9, and the Fugitives, so a 9. Lysa, of course, is pretty sweet, not that it's a hit, but pretty sweet. In fact, so is Armored Skyhunter, that's a good card. Another preordained. We're just cleaning up on the preordained so far. Okay, the Swordjack, Scholar of the Ages, Revenant, Vault of Champions. Nice. Crowdland number 2. Rebecca, Hamza, and Throne Guard. So, of course, after the rare, unless you have one of those error boxes, which I've seen before. Mr. Wildcat MTG opened one that was wild in its error of creation. You tend to have first the rare or mythic and/or mythic. Then you've got the 2 commander slots, which can be uncommons, rares, and mythics. Okay, so that is a 0 for that one, Kazi. So you can have a 3 rare pack, so not counting the foil. You can have a 3 rare and/or mythic pack, 2, most of the time 1. I shouldn't say that. It probably averages around. Probably averages close to a 2. Okay, Horizon Scholar, Armorcraft Judge, Guildless Commons, Bio-Waste Blob for a 4, Reav, Hans Eriksson, and a foil Meteor Goal. Okay, so that is an 8. So Kazi, you are at a 17. We also had our second Crowdland pick. Of course, these average on the low end. Well, I shouldn't say that. On a bad end is 3 mythics. Usually you get 4 to 6 mythics per box. Usually it's 4 regular set mythics and 1 commander mythic. There's often 1 foil etched commander, so whether it be uncommon, rare, or mythic per box, but that's not necessarily in every box. So keep that in mind too. Sarah Seer. All right, Heating Beef. Forgot to say this as I'm too busy talking about box design. Darien Saboteur. War Gear. Spider. Aurora Phoenix for a 6. Siani. Is that Kodama? Hey, Kodama! The East Tree. So that is a 12 in the Crow of Dark Tidings. Why, Crow? Why? All right, next pack for Beef. First response, Thought Vessel. One of the uncommons I was referring to that recently had a giant reprint, and it's cheaper now than it's ever been. Dawn Glade Regent and the big ol' 7. Kedis. Nimrus, so you are at a 12. And Burning, so like, now that foil's horrible. That's more along the lines of the Commander Legends I expect. And as I'm looking right now, because I passed it over before opening the box, this has the OG original wrap, which Commander Legends is one of the sets that the earliest boxes had the OG logo, and then the later print run had the had the new logo. So we got one of the earlier print runs. So yes, that foil makes more sense. Why did that Preordain look so good then? Weird. Because it's blue? Is that why? Okay, Codex Shredder, Humble Defector, Lore Seeker Stone, Larry Nevin's Disc for a 4, Captain Vargas Wrath, Brinelin, and a Maelstrom Colossus. Okay, so that is a 4. So, Beef, you are at a 28. 28. Morgan, you're up. Come on, open. There we go. Cards, cards, cards. Okay, we got Furnace Celebration. All right, Morgan. Brass Herald. Volcanic Torrent. Opposition Agent. Excellent. That is a 3. Armix. Malcolm. Hey, and a foil Undergrowth Stadium. And it's straight. Oh, boy. Here's the thing, folks. Just so you know. In fact, I'll do the other 2 while I'm at it. I try not to pause too much. I try to put the hits and sleeves or foils that I really want to protect like an undergrowth stadium from Commander Legends that actually is straight and clean. So that is a 3. That is an awesome 3 to start for you, Morgan. But I don't always, do that, and gotta keep the video going. Sometimes it already takes long enough to do a battle, as some people tell me regularly. Okay, Volcanic Dragon, Pride of the Perfect. Court of Grace. Okay, that's cool. That's a 4. Gilrana, or Gilrana. Yeah, Gilrana. Gillanra. I don't know. Fuck. All right, Dargo. So that is a 4 for the Court of Grace. And next pack for Morgan. Interpret the signs. Strength of the pack. Sunset Pyramid. Immaculate Magistrate for a 4. Rogrok. Blim! So that is an 8. And a foil Fire Diamond. So that is an 8. So Morgan, you are at a 15. I'm going to say the scores again for the next round. The next round is 2 packs a person. So we have Chris at a 22. We have Kazi at a 17. Mr. Beef is in the high at a 28. And Morgan's in the low at a 15. Still, with 3 packs each, none of those scores are anybody running away with something. So Chris, next 2 packs. At least not in this product. All right, we got ourselves a Storm Tamer. Open the Armory. Rexage. Body of Knowledge for a 5. Nadir Quain. Funny Rabbit. So you're at a 7. And a foil Strength of the Pack. So that is a 7. Putting you at a 29. Next pack. So what are we at right now? We're at 1 Mythic. Okay, so that's still wide up. Meteoric Mace. Shimmer Mirror. Sifter Worm. Mythic. Hellkite Courser, which I had not realized that this thing was climbing up first over the $5, then over the $10, and it's pushing 15. I was not aware that this card was doing that. That is a 6. Arden. Glacian. Hey, there's our foil etched. We got our Kelith. Okay. Awesome hit. Yeah, that's definitely a good hit. Unquestionably good hit. Much better hit now than it ever was, actually. So Chris got himself 2 good mythics and a spectator seating. It's fair to say you did all right. You just got 1 pack to go. All right, Kazi. Next 2. So that is 2 mythics so far. Okay. Pen and Blade. Confiscate. Kumbaj Witches. Ah! Sheesh! Kazi! Freaking Van Tudor. I was worried a little bit when we got the Apex Dev, okay? Especially knowing this was the original print run, because it also depended, I shuffled the packs, right? So it kind of depended on where it came, because if you pull a Apex Dev out of the start of the box, your next mythics are terrible. So I was a little worried. But if it's at the end, I'm like, all right, we're going to do all right. And we're doing all right. We had the Courser, we had the Vamp Tutor, we're doing all right. Huge hit. That's a 1. Yuri. Tormod. Oh! Hey, all right, one of the reprint mythics. Cool. You, like I said, you usually don't even get, like, you don't necessarily even average 1 per box. You usually can count on 1, but you may not. We got 2. Tana the Bloodsower. Sweet. And that counts. That's a 5. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I will admit, and I can say it now, I was after the last one of these that I did for the patrons was like one of the best boxes of Commander Legends I've ever opened, ever. I was a little gun shy about it all, myself. I'm like, should I? I feel like it's tempting fate. But then at the same time, I'm like, yeah, but that set, it's such a good set. It's such a good set. And yet, even if it's not as good as the last box, which it's near impossible to match that. This is so far a good box. And that is good to see. Kamal's Will for a 4. Abomination of Lenoir. Sorry. Prava. All right. So that is a 4 for Kazi. 26 so far. Congratulations on the Vamp Tutor. I feel like that usually like the original artwork becomes the iconic artwork for a card. I feel like that artwork has kind of become the iconic artwork for the Vamp Tutor. Am I wrong? And I'm saying this as somebody who was completely fully around during Vision's time. Am I wrong? Like, I feel like that artwork, that's kind of become like the artwork for Vamp Tutor. Yeah, I guess people will probably disagree with me. Beef, let's see what you got. Marauders. Warden of Avos Isle. Hero's Blade. Mythic Archon of Coronation. Okay. That is a 6. Tago. Tuya. Bendar. So the foil etched Commander Mythic doesn't really count toward, usually you get the 1 Commander Mythic per box. So that actually counted as like a foil. So we should still be getting one of the regular set Mythics in the Commander slot. There should be one of those to go still. We do have 4 Mythics now, which means we could get one more, but the likelihood is lower. 4 is usually where you're at, especially in this OG print run. But I could be wrong, right? Rings of Brighthearth. Cool. That's a 3. Elena. And Gore Muldrak. So you are at a 6 with a foil Opal Palace. So Beef, you are at a 40, which is a healthy total. Morgan. Come on, open. There we go. These packs are just extra sealed. Sorry about that. They wouldn't stay glued shut, so I had to. All right, Vow of Lightning. Thirst for Knowledge. Oop. Frenzied Saddle Brute. Elvish Dreadlord for a 5. Hamza. Alharu. And an Open the Armory, and that is a horrible foil. My God, that is... Okay. This does look like the first print run. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Okay, so Elvish Dreadlord. And then Morgan, you got one more. I don't know why I just took time doing that. All right. Okay. Vow of Wildness. The Lightning Rig Crew. Victimize. Okay. Court of Ire for a 5. Slurk. Keleth. And Anointer of Valor. All right, so that is a 5. Oop. I dropped the pen because I am clumsy. Okay. So we have the end of the second round. Here's what we got going into the final round. We got Chris at a 35. So I will say we clearly have 2 going for the high and 2 going for the low. So we have 2 battles going on. So Chris is at a 35. Kazi's at a 26. Beef is in the high at a 40. And Morgan's in the low at a 25. Chris, you're up. Gonna make a stand. Burnished Heart. Noxious Dragon. Court of Cunning. Of course, this has been going up because of Obeka. Has a 3. Gillanra. Emoti. Wild Celebrants. All right, so that is a 3, Chris. So what that does mean is that you are not in the high, but regardless of any of that, you're taking home a pretty good selection of cards. So there is that. By the way, we haven't gotten 3 visits yet. So that should come. Usually you get 1 per box. I know it's not a foregone conclusion, but another pre-order, eh? All right, Kazi. Ingenuity Engine. Dreamstone Hedron. Hey, a Command Beacon. Pretty good. Essior. Numa. And Prosperous Pirate. So that is a 0, Kazi. Which is pretty big for somebody trying to win the low. And a pretty good 0 to pull. Heating Beef. While you haven't won the high yet, you have an extremely high likelihood of winning the high right now. Let's just see what your last pack contains, because I would like to see if we get a 3 visits at some point, huh? It's only like a $5 uncommon. Arcane Signet. Blade Griff Prototype for a 5. Obeka, so you're at a 9. Yeah, you sealed that. Zara to keep it going at a 14. And an Elvish Visionary. Eating Beef, you're at a 54. I think it is literally impossible for anybody to take the high from you. Morgan, you're at a 25. This is important because finished low is a 26. This is a challenge. Okay. Supreme Will. Advocist. Hey, no 3 visits. Ooh, okay. Well, thankfully the rest of the box is good, but Austere Command for a 6. Miara. And yep, in the Commander Mythic we got Kamal. Yeah, so that blew past it. So that was a 14. Putting you at a 39, Morgan. Nonetheless, you also have some sweet cards coming home with you. So, that puts us. Chris, you finished at a 38. Kazi, you finished in the low at a 26. Heating Beef, you finished in the high at a 54. And Morgan, you finished at a 39. Kazi, let's do your pack first here. All right. Let's get to the land, and then let's get to the spice. Captain Storm, Breaches, pack foil version, Treasure Map, Topography Tracker from the Commander deck, Anim Pakal. Okay, we got the Mosasaurus land. It's actually backwards in this pack. Mythic. And the Myco Tyrant in foil. All right. And then Beef, let's do yours. And so everybody knows how this works. Like I took a sealed box of Lost Caverns of Ixalan, and we're opening up that entire box across prize packs. All right, got Is Quinith. Mythic. Quintorius Khan in the pack foil version. This must be a Quintorius box. Thousand Moons Smithy. Skeleton Crew. Restless Prairie. Hey, nice. Permission denied. And Starving Revenant to finish it off. All right. Well, that's going to do it, folks. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and all that good stuff. It's good to see that we opened yet another good Commander Legends box. Yeah. So as far as the agendas and everything on the channel right now, Saturdays are a day off on the channel, except for like release weekends. And then Wednesdays are usually a day off unless I just have some video that I don't want to use a normal slot, right? Which usually means something that like you kind of already know what's in the product. like a commander deck or a secret layer or something like that. I am working on where I'm going to do a small deck tech or two, because I've been asked about that a lot, and you know, that's cool. So it sounds all right. It sounds different. But anytime you do something different, especially considering I'm not gonna spend the time putting together a PowerPoint or anything, right? It might feel a little disjointed at first until I get a flow in how I want to do it. So keep that in mind. Appreciate y'all. See you tomorrow.